myself. My name is Herlina Agustin. I'm from 4th semester English Education Department. And today I will be present about final test critical listening. The title is An Analysis of Teacher Pedagogic Competence of Teaching Young Learner. Okay, I will discussion about teaching English to young learner or TEYL. Teaching English to young learner. This course aims to provide students and the theoretical and practice aspect of teaching English to young learners. The analysis is discussed about why it is important to know how to teach English to young learners. Moreover, it is also bring a demand for competent English language teacher to teaching very young learner language teaching learner. Characteristics of young learner are active and creative, like to play, learn through doing, have short attention span, and need repetition. And young learners need clear direction and have limited knowledge about the world. And the person and young learner, 3 parts of young learners. The first is very young learners, and late young learners. Very young learner is 3 until 6 years old. Young learner is 7 until 6 years old, and late young learner is 10 until 12 years. Very young learner, the characteristics are low concentration span, but easily excited, high motivation, active and involvement, love talking but problem in sharing, and short memory learn and while forget easily, and repetition and necessary, limited motor skill using a pen and scissors, but kinetic and energetic, learn holistically, love story, fantasy, imagination, art, drawing, and coloring. And then for young learners, the characteristics are low concentration span with variety of activities and short memory, frequency repetition is needed, and logical analytical, asking question, problem is sharing in group, developing confidence in expressing themselves, developing world knowledge, limited motor skills, reasonable amounts of input, love stories, fantasy, imagination, drawing, and coloring. But for late young learners, the characteristics are longer attention span but still children, taking learning seriously, word knowledge, more cooperation in group and in pairs, develop social, motoric, and intellectual skill. Learning strategies are used as developing. Very young learner, language focus and skill, use listening, speaking, vocabulary item, and no grammar teaching, and no reading and writing. But for young learner, language focus and skill, use listening, speaking, vocabulary item, and new in reading and writing, no grammar teaching or meta language. For late young learners, language focus and skill use listening, speaking, reading, writing, and vocabulary item. And for the analysis, the teacher's pedagogic competence in teaching young learners, I have helpful ideas that taking into consideration young learner characteristics, how should we teach them. See helpful ideas. The first, supplement activities with visual, rally, and movement. And the second, involve students in making visual and rally. And then the third, move from activity to creativity. The fourth is teach in terms. And the five is use stories and context of familiar to student. And 6 is stable classroom routinities and analysis. Okay, This is my presentation about person and analysis of teacher pedagogic competence of teaching young learners. Thank you for attention. Thank you for watching. So sorry for our mistakes. I have to learn more for next presentation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.